Hi, I'm On. Welcome back to Don't Tick the Box. Today we have for you March's Scrawlrbox, which is unexpectedly very early, or at least much earlier than I anticipated. I do have a question for you though, which I hope you will answer in great numbers in the comments below. I did not film the February Scrawlrbox because it arrived exceptionally late, and I had so many spoilers that I thought I wouldn't give a very enthusiastic first impression. But if you still want to see it, please let us know, and then obviously we will film it for you. So let's get right to it. As always, I'm giving you the first view. Very neat. We have, as always, Scrawlrbox. Lovely pattern. This month's artwork by the artist Shane Vorhaben, which I'm assuming is Germanish. It's a very unique style, I must say. I haven't seen this sort of style too often. And then we get a drawing pad with their own brand. Drawing paper, 250 GSM, uncoated paper, 12 sheets. 250 GSM is quite heavy for drawing paper though. So I'm guessing we're going to get something ink related, because it's very smooth, but also very heavy. Looking forward to that. I do love though how everything is well matched, like the stripes on the Scrawlrbox match the stripes on the artwork, and then the colors of the Scrawlrbox match the paper pad. Quite neat. Anyway, we're already down to the last. Well, I'm not going to say item because I know this will contain several items, or at least I think it will. But let's see what we get. Woo! Obviously, this month's sticker, also in theme. Let me show you that in close up. Oop. Neat. This applies, which I'm not going to look at. And then, ooh, all lovely things. All things that I like, or I think I will like, because I see pens and markers of brands that I know and love. So let's pull out the colors first. You know me by now. These are Pit Artist pen brushes in the colors Sky Blue, Scarlet Red and May Green. Lovely. I actually already have a ton of these, but I'm not disappointed because I love these, so these will definitely be welcome in my collection. Then we got a pencil, almost as always, in a 2B, my favorite. It's a Derwent's graphic, so that's pretty good. And then some more exotic looking pens. First of all, a uni-bal brush in light gray, and a uni-bal 1 point, so it's going to be a thick one, in black. Yes, in black. Oof. It is a very small brush though, it's not like a big. Let me show you that in close up. It's pretty small, but we'll see when we swatch how flexible it is. And then we get the 1.0 brush, not brush, nib, I should say, which I will also show you on close-up. I do think that it is a little smaller than the other 0.1 nibs that I have, but I do think I had a uni pin before and I was quite impressed with it, so I'm guessing this will be fine. And then the last art supply, we have a uni-bal, so it's from the same company, Signo Gel Stick 0.7. It looks like just a regular gel pen, but we'll swatch it and we'll see how it goes. Just for your information, a close-up of the nib. And then lastly, but not an art supply, we get a sour refresher in sour apple flavor. I think we had one of these before and then it was watermelon, which I really liked. So I'm going to hide this so my husband can't steal it and then munch on it while he's away. Enough chatting, let's get down to business and get these boys swatching. First of all, let's try this pencil. Smooth writing and decent lines, which is exactly what I would expect. And the soft shading gradient works as I would like. Perfect. Next, because it's the thing I'm most curious about, let's try out this let's try out this gel stick. I was actually a little disappointed that we got a metal nib because I was expecting more of a really a stick thingy. It is though very handy or very comfortable to hold in your hand because the grip is triangular and it's very light, which is comfortable. And even though the name is gel stick, I do find that it feels more like a ballpoint pen to write with. It is a bit smoother though. And maybe also a little darker or more black. And you do get a more even coat than you normally would with a ballpoint pen. But other than that, I don't think it's very spectacular. I mean, it's a nice pen, but it's nothing exceptionally good. Next, let's try the uni pins. First of all, the 1.0 in black, which gives a very satisfying noise and very, I would say even, but it's not even. When I say even, I mean that it glides over the paper very well, but you can see the small variations in line width, which is really cool and exactly what I like from thicker fine liners, which is maybe a bit of a contradiction. A big nib has the advantage though that you can also use it to fill in larger areas. That's pretty good. One thing that this brand does very well though is ink flow. I'm not sure that it's my favorite brand yet because I have some issues with some of the nibs, but the ink flow is very good. Next, we have brush in cool gray. It is rather a firm brush, I should say. But as you would expect from a brush, you do get lots of line width variations with just the slightest change in pressure. And again, I must say that the ink flow is really, really good. I also quite like the color, but this is probably not going to be everybody's favorite because cool grays. If I would choose actually a warm gray, but this cool gray is quite nice. And now lastly, the thing that we all want to see, the colors. We start off with Scarlet Red. As you can see, this is a fine brush tip, but it's quite firm. Even though it's bigger, I feel like this has less line variation than the Uni-pin had. The color is gorgeous though. We move on to Sky Blue. Which is a lovely, lovely light. Very delicate color. The disadvantage of this, or maybe the advantage depending on how you like to work, is that it does show some of the streaks, but it also means that you can layer it. So it really depends on what you want to do with your pens. And lastly, we have May Green. The nib performs as well as the others. And this as well is light enough so you can layer it and maybe change the tonal value of your color to, I don't know, create shadows or depth or line work. That's all for the swatching. I must say, so far I'm really happy. This is a well put together box. These items work well together, and I think I'm going to make something really cute with this. Maybe I should check the supplies list for the Scrawler challenge, which is leading lines. Some final thoughts. You probably guessed, and it probably showed, but I'm really, really, really happy with this box. It's exactly the sort of thing that I would like, and I think it's very well put together. Even the weird gel stick turned out to be something that I really, really liked. It's sort of a ballpoint texture or feel in use, but the lines are a lot more reliable, and I actually quite enjoyed it. Anything else I was already very excited about while swatching, and I have not been disappointed. The paper works really well with the art supplies. It took both the pens or the markers and the pencil. Even the pencil was quite erasable, which is sometimes an issue with very smooth paper, but no, it worked really well this time. yeah, I can't really say anything else about it except that I'm really excited. One thing that you must bear in mind though, which I did not anticipate, is that the fine liner did bleed a little when I went over it with the color markers, but that's really the only negative thing I can say about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you next week. Do remember to leave a comment whether or not you want to see the February box. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you next time. Bye!